I drank so much alcohol last night, so I just came into a drugstore and I'm going to get a Michelada. Dumb, you should not do that because of neuroscience. Let me explain why. Alcohol does not make you feel good because it is dehydrating. Alcohol makes you feel good because it binds to specific receptors on your brain called GABA, and that makes you feel relaxed, carefree, and generally good. The problem is that what goes up must come down, and when alcohol leaves your bloodstream, you end up going into a state of rebound that makes you feel irritated, stressed, and generally bad. That's why some people turn to hair of the dog, which is where you drink more alcohol the next day to try to feel better, and it works. And the reason it works is because these receptors are undergoing rebound, and so you're just putting more alcohol into your bloodstream, which is going to rebind to those receptors and immediately make you feel better. The problem is that that's just like paying off a credit card with another credit card that's due later in the month. You didn't actually get rid of the problem. In fact, you made the problem worse. It is also not because of the tomato juice. It's not because of the nutrients in the tomato juice. And if we look at something like a Modelo Michelada, you're actually going to see that this is natural and artificial flavors of tomato and lime. So you're not even getting real tomato juice here. If you want to recover in a smarter way, let me explain. This right here is called Cheers Restore, and it is an after alcohol aid that was seen on the season finale of Shark Tank. And now you can find it in the pharmacy section of most drugstores and grocery stores. And it looks like this. And you just take 3 capsules with or as close to your last alcoholic beverage as possible to support your liver and feel better the next day. Let me explain how it works. Inside Cheers Restore, there is a flavonoid called dihydromyresetin. And dihydromyresetin will actually bind to the same brain receptor that alcohol binds to. And by doing so, it's actually going to satiate these receptors and buffer this rebound. And customers report that they often sleep better after drinking alcohol and they wake up feeling better the next day. Our claim to fame is wake up feeling 50% better the next day or your money back. That means 2 drinks will feel like roughly 1 drink the next morning when you wake up. Inside Cheers Restore, there is also an amino acid called L-cysteine. And everyone knows that alcohol is toxic, and that is both true and untrue. It's really the act of drinking alcohol that's toxic. So alcohol itself is a little bit toxic, but in the human body, through an enzyme called ADH, alcohol converts into something called acetaldehyde. And acetaldehyde is 20 times more toxic than alcohol is itself. So you may want the alcohol because that's what makes your brain feel good, but you definitely don't want the acetaldehyde because that's what's actually so toxic to your body. That's one of the main reasons alcohol is hard on your liver. It's one of the main reasons you feel bad the day after drinking alcohol, and it's one of the main reasons that alcohol is so bad for you long term. In the presence of acetaldehyde, L-cysteine will actually bind to acetaldehyde and form a non-toxic compound called MTCA, effectively neutralizing acetaldehyde. So if you take Cheers Restore at your peak blood alcohol and peak blood acetaldehyde concentration, you're going to have the greatest chance of L-cysteine mixing with acetaldehyde and forming the non-toxic compound called MTCA. But wait, there's more, because dihydromyresetin is actually a twofer. Not only does it have effects on your brain, but it also has effects on your liver. Typically, the way your liver processes acetaldehyde is through an enzyme called ALDH, which converts acetaldehyde into something called acetate, which is basically just non-toxic vinegar, and you pee it out. And DHM has been shown to speed up the rate of ALDH, allowing you to clear more acetaldehyde faster. So that's why this product has DART on the back, dissolving acetaldehyde reduction technology. That sounds really fancy. Basically, it's just a combination of dihydromyresetin, cysteine, and other liver-supporting ingredients, which has been shown to speed up acetaldehyde clearance. Obviously, the smartest way to avoid acetaldehyde and GABA rebound is don't drink alcohol at all. However, if you are going to make the adult decision to responsibly consume alcohol, then you should aim to drink less and then use Cheers Restore afterwards to support your liver and feel better the next day and reduce your total exposure to acetaldehyde over the course of your life.